This isn't a cabinet reshuffle. This is smokescreen of the highest order. This is a cabinet merry-go-round. Stay tuned. Hello MVUK, it's Pete here. Welcome back to the channel. Great to have your company on this fine Sunday. What a weekend. What a weekend. So, Labour Party decided, Keir Starmer decided to break the internet on Friday afternoon with a cabinet reshuffle just going into the weekend. That was convenient to try and avoid real brutal scrutinisation, but that's not going to cut the mustard because I work at the weekends and we can do brutal scrutinisation. So what are your thoughts on this matter? There's been a little bit of a reshuffle at the top chairs in cabinet. Now, I don't agree with this because it's ultimately reward for failure. You failed in your current job, so we'll move you into another high-spec job so you can fail there, and overall, you can just bring the whole country down while you're at it. So I've got literally... I just can't contain myself on this one. I can't, honestly. No-brainer Rayner, Angela Rayner, my personal opinion, of course. She has been sacked. All right, you can dress it up and say that she stepped down, she resigned, no chance, she was sacked. Keir Starmer, Stormtrooper, Starminator, he sacked her because he brought the party into ill repute. The party of squeakiness, of getting rid of the sleaze, and she is a pitbull. She is a foul-mouthed piece of work when it comes to politics. Calls people scum, tries to get people to resign, cancels like, it's going out of fashion. A vile piece of work. My opinion is she's a vile piece of work from all I've seen. Almost on par with Jess Phillips, who is a despicable, in my opinion, a despicable human being. She just doesn't resonate with my values, morals, or moral compass at all. So anyway, what are we looking at? Let me just pull it up on the screen here. So now here we go. What I've done is I put what the job is in the middle, who had it before Friday, who's got it now, and if there's a blank. So what you'll notice is you would expect a cabinet reshuffle to kick out the dead wood, to bring in some fresh eyes, some fresh legs, some new concepts. No, that's not what's happened here. So Angela Rayner has to go. She can't come back from this. She's committed fraud of the highest order. Unbelievable. Even the shoesmiths threw her under the bus and said, we ain't being touched by this. And I know shoesmiths because I've worked with them before, both against them and with them, if that makes sense. So they're very efficient on both sides of prosecuting and defending. Now, they come out to protect their reputation, said we had nothing to do with this. So she's had to go. She's gone. Boom. Out. I don't know. I can't believe I'm going to say these words. But David Lammy, Deputy Prime Minister, are you absolutely joking me right now? The guy actively called for reparations for things that happened 5 million years ago. He's dangerous. He's an ideological politician, i.e., he has to let you know that he's a black man before he lets you know that he's the foreign secretary or a politician. As a politician of colour, oh, fuck off, mate. I mean, seriously, not in a racist point of view, but my mates literally take the mickey out of you who are black because you're a fool. You can see you're black. You don't have to remind people, or are you just reminding people who are listening to the radio because you're that vain? You have to have everyone understand that you're black. Well, to be honest with you, mate, that whole division went out with the Ulu. It went out with the Ark. It went out with the Ark, mate. No one's bothered about whether you're black, blue, pink, grey or whatever. What they're bothered about are two things. The safety and security of the nation, their women, their children and their families, and if they've got enough cash in the pocket to go and do something with said family. That's it. Simple. That's all we want. To love and be loved, and to have some money to enjoy things in life with those that you love and are loved by in return. Easy. No. So there you go. So David Lammy is now number 2. That scares the hell out of me. Scares the hell out of me. We saw what he did to Israel. He campaigned to put sanctions on them. Israel, the people who got attacked and defended themselves and now are getting punished for defending themselves. Unbelievable. I personally don't know where his head's at when he did that. So now we've got Yvette Cooper was the Home Secretary. I'm going to come to that last, actually. So David Lammy was the Home Secretary, Foreign Secretary. Now it's Yvette Cooper. So she was totally shit at what she did on the Home Secretary. She couldn't stop a fucking boat. She couldn't stop a rice paper bag. Absolutely nothing. And now she's in charge of MI6. Utter joke. I mean, that's two people just moved offices. No new blood. No new ideas. No new Labour. Labour, you're a bunch of tools. In fact, yeah, you are, because you're led by one that his dad, the toolmaker, made. So Yvette Cooper is now in one of the ardently the most sensitive jobs in government. All right, let me put it on a different way, right? There's President Putin on a three-way call with Xi Jinping, and what's his face from North Korea? Yeah, President Xi, China, and I've forgotten his name already. Anyway, the three of them on a conference call, and the reception comes in and says, yeah, I got a call in from the English Foreign Minister, Foreign Secretary, would you take it? And they're like, who is it this week? And they're like, Yvette Cooper. And they burst into laughter and say, nah, we're too busy sending refugees to the UK. She should be too busy with that. We're going to take over the world and she won't even see it coming. Utter buffoon. Seriously, come on. What are we doing here, people? So then you've got the Secretary of State for Work and Pensions, was Liz Kendall. She's had to go because of the PIP scandal where the government tried to cut benefits, didn't work, U-turned because it backfired. She's taking the chop for that now. In addition to this, Lucy Powell also got sacked and she has no role yet to go to, as doesn't Liz Kendall. Lucy Powell, if you remember back, was the one who likened somebody critiquing the grooming gang scandal as dog whistle, and that old dog whistle again. So toxic lady deserves to be out of the top job. And in her place, Liz Kendall, you've got Pat McFadden, who, as you can see, looks like he knows what he's on about, doesn't he? Oh my God, this guy looks like he's a walking regulation book. Look at him. He looks like he wants to regulate the back end out of anything to stop production. Right, and then it brings me to my most shocked position that I can perceive. The most shocking appointment this country has ever made. We could take this off the screen. If you're not worried or scared, or if you're not raising an eyebrow or thinking, is this right? Then you need to have a look at yourself. All right. Shabana Mahmood is now the Home Secretary. Okay? What a conflict of interest. She is a Muslim from a Muslim community that worships Allah. A very decisive, dominating, and brutally ruthless regime. It's just unbelievable. You know, we've got a Muslim as our Home Secretary. Let that sink in. And this is the ex-soldier in me coming out, by the way. This isn't just Pete up his road with his views. This is a security aspect I'm talking about. We've got a Muslim in a Home Secretary. Now, the last time I checked, which was about 4 weeks ago, 75% of the domestic threat, i.e. to Homeland Security if you're in America, or to the UK, threat to the UK, is by Muslim, Islamic terrorists. 75% of what MI5 shake down is based on watching and preventing radical Islamic Muslim terrorism. So bear in mind, that is quite a high ratio. What do we do? Whose great idea was it to put an Islamic fucking Muslim into the Home Office? Please, does no one see a conflict of interest here? Does no one see, if she's got family of, let's say, an extended family of a couple of hundred people, of say she's got 4 brothers, 2 sisters, or even, let's just say she's got four siblings. Yeah, 4 siblings of her age. They've all got family. They've now got family, and looking to the next generation there. So you can easily have 100 people in your local network. There is a high probability, I'm not a betting man, and I'm sure some people in the chat, if you're in the chat, let me know what you think about this kind of appointment. Let me know exactly what you think of the overall cabinet reshuffle, and let me know if you think Keir Starmer is going to be sacked by the end of the year for utter incompetence. So I'd be really pleased if you could let me know those comments in the comments section below. And if you're enjoying the video, you like this content, you want to see more of the same, smash up that cowbell and subscribe. So yeah, going back to it, if she knows 100 people, 75% of the watch list is Islamic Muslim terror, a potential of 75 out of 100 in your family could be terrorists. Let's go, that's extreme, Pete. That's an extreme way to look at it. Possibly, but it's how people are thinking. It's how I'm thinking, and I'm normal, as I've said. So if you get even 5 of those people on a terrorist suspect watch list by MI5, and they report this to her, it's a conflict of interest. She's compromised by the people she's watching is a demographic she's from. This is like putting Jerry Adams in charge of MI5 in the middle of the 80s, 90s, and going, yeah, that's all right. He's got our back. He's worked here for a few years. No, it ain't. He's got links to terrorism, like Sadiq Khan recently addressing his pals for investment behind a Pakistani flag in the middle of Paddington. And there were known terrorists who were also speaking, radicals that were speaking on the same stage as Sadiq Khan. He's saying, oh, there's nothing to do with me. Of course it is. You're in the same circles. You're probably in the same mosque. It's just a joke. We need, as a country, to come together. We need to come together next weekend, September the 13th. Come to London. Meet at Waterloo around midday. There's going to be tens of hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people going down to walk on and support freedom of speech, support English values, support the release of political prisoners. There's going to be world-class speakers from around the world. You've got Jordan Peterson, Tommy Robinson, Kate Hopkins, Lucy Connolly. I think Ben Habib might be speaking. You've got Dirk Gilders. You've got so many voices telling us now we are normal. This is normal to think like this. It's abnormal to think that it's okay to have a Muslim who worships Islam in the fucking Home Office. It's called a home goal. I'm so angry with this. Anyone else, let me know. Right, that's it. Run over. Anyway, I'll see you on the next one. God knows what that's going to be following tomorrow's fallout from this weekend's breaking of the internet. Yeah, I'll leave you there. So that's me, Pete from MV UK. Have a great day. I'll see you soon.